Good morning to you. Happy Juneteenth, 2025. I really hope that your employer allowed you to stay home and enjoy Freedom Day so that you have the opportunity to reflect on what freedom truly means in this country. I think about and reflect on the historical impact of my family and so many other Black families and individuals who made sure that we knew and have freedom. And I thank them so much because of the gift that they gave us. We continue to strive even today to make sure we have the fulfillment of every single solitary dimension of freedom. I'm tremendously proud that we didn't flee and go somewhere else to someone else's country to appreciate and experience freedom. Where there was oppression, where there was bondage, we dealt with it on our turf, on our terms. We didn't go to someone else's country and ask them for anything. We didn't go to someone else's country and expect to benefit off of their hard work, their history, their progress. Where there was injustice, as Black people, we dealt with it right here on this soil. We didn't go begging anyone asking permission to allow us entry so that we can afford the privilege that some refer to as privilege, but the power of freedom. Because freedom is, in fact, a form of power. And that is one thing, honey, every day of your life, you hold your head high and you smile bright. We handle our problems, barriers head on, and we make it happen. Unlike those who would like to insult our freedom and expect for us to leave as if we are an intruder or an enemy. This is our home. We made sure the entire world knows it every single day. Now, when it comes to those who would think they have the unmitigated gall to ask, demand, expect, or even imagine in their wildest dreams that we will be stripped of our American freedoms, global freedoms, spiritual freedoms to go anywhere. The next time they want to speak of the personification of laziness, I think it doesn't get any more lazy than trying to go to someone else's country to experience what you need to handle at home. If you need any guidance or ideas on how to deal with the injustices, the low wages, poor living conditions, oppression of your home, please use the World Wide Web to read, research, and study our strategies that go back all the way to the diaspora. If you need assistance or any strategies or idea, because your only idea appears to be running to my country and telling me to leave. No one didn't have to tell us what freedom means or how to get it or what to do when we're not being paid as we should. We handle business in our own home. And I strongly recommend and implore you to do the same at your home. And due to your great open, and God is so good, I want you to remember that. The God of Black people, the God of Jacob, the God of Moses, the God of Abraham, ensured, dear, that we knew exactly what was going on before we went putting our bodies, time, talent, treasure, and prayers on the front line. As in all things in that word, he makes sure that the truth is known. And he said that the truth shall set you free. And because we know the truth of who we are and what we are as Black people, he made sure that we knew the truth on Freedom Day. Oh dear, the privilege and the freedom that I celebrate today and every day. I hope that you experience the same in your country of origin before you actually believe that you are going to take the oppressive attitudes from your home of record and come here and attempt in any capacity to oppress anyone. I hope that you understand we are better allies than we are as foes. That is how powerful we are, that we ensure and knew the truth. I see. I see. This is what I call freedom. This is what I call freedom. Now, I needed a word. I needed a word. Can y'all say that with me, honey? I needed a word yesterday because I was not good at all. One thing I refuse to do is operate in love, but what I do believe in is operating in the tool of love. And I lovingly tell you that you done messed up. Uh-huh. Now, if you all look on my screen right now, you will see something lovely in that big, beautiful orange color, dear. In the scripture text, it is Nehemiah 13. One of what they call the lesser prophets, but that joker was far from less than. Nehemiah, much like us, he came in chin checking, body checking, and ensure that everyone know you are not going to play with God's people. You are not about to come up in here and exploit us and make money off of us. Don't play with us. And Nehemiah made sure that was known. And I think it's funny. Nehemiah was building up bridges, walls, and borders and said, bring your behind over here if you want to. Because one thing about God's people, honey, they know how to fight. And as they say on that little song, "Nuck if you buck." hmm And Nehemiah was not playing. And God don't play about his people. Now, with that said, I want you all to get your Bible, pause this video, and you get down in Nehemiah 13 and ask God what he got to say to you about Juneteenth, what he has to say about people who have made it very clear that they do not like you and want you to leave your home. Uh-huh. Those who want to come into your country, make money off of you, exploit you, don't care nothing about what you believe and what you live and what happened. Uh-huh. That is the answer. Now, in love, I tell you, we have we have welcomed you into this country. We went to the ballot and made sure that you were not mistreated. And I now realize that the only reason you really, really wanted to be here and made it very clear you didn't want anything to do with us while you were here. You didn't want any sense of community or unity. You voted as we vote. In reality, once you got what you wanted, you absolutely positively had every plan to switch sides. Uh-huh. Because you believe that your values align more with the leaning right than you do with the leaning blue. hmm But you want to use that political party, just like I guess that's your attitude, and I guess that is your cultural norm. Come into people's country and use them, and it hurts deeply that I didn't want to believe that about anyone. And here we are, we were ready. Our heart in it, our time in it, our money in it, our commitment to helping. But you can't help people who don't want to respect you. And love is we're commanded to love people, flaws and all, shortcomings and all. No matter where you come, different tongues or not, we were commanded to do that. We believe in that. But what you're doing, it isn't loving. It's selfish. It's greedy. It's everything against what that Bible says. Now, I don't know how this will play out for you. I don't know what will happen. I don't. But know one thing for certain. When it comes to this party, the Democratic Party, you are not about to use us. You're not going to fulfill what you believe about us is that we're stupid, dumb, slow. I apologize for that. If you know, you know when it comes to my phone and my life. So I do apologize to you. And listen, you all know I've made jokes before that within the military community, my house was known as the UN. Everyone used to joke about how you come to my house or come for a cookout, you never know who will be at my home because I welcome everyone. And they're welcome to fall asleep in the house just like everyone else. People come to my house and for whatever reason they sit down and they go to sleep. Um, so I've always been that way. And because of that, that's why it hurts so much. As you all know, you know this, that my family, multicultural family, during my dating life that I've dated, a myriad of men from various cultures, from Jordanian, Venezuelan, and uh, so I've experienced that as well. And because of that, I've always been welcoming to people, but the videos cause me to recall situations that I have I didn't realize that I forgave and let it go. Didn't call it to remembrance until this situation. And I recall we were having an anniversary party at my home when I was married. We were having our anniversary party. Um, and we invited everyone, of course. And behind us, there lived a Mexican family. And we had been over to some of their parties before and celebrated with them. And we went over, delivered the invitation to them and everything, and welcomed them to come on out and attend. And the party going well, and all of a sudden, the wife, she got angry, and it immediately struck my spirit that she was jealous, and that bothered me. And all of a sudden, she tells her husband to leave, let's go, and she left. They left. And I was hurt because I'm like, I've always come to your events. We always came and supported you all. And you feel like, what we're hosting isn't good enough or whatever. And after that, I didn't speak to them anymore. There was another instance, not with them, but another situation. And I was working contracted with a business. And of course, I was providing, what I do for a living. And there was a gentleman of Hispanic origin and a lot of microaggression, a lot of nasty comments, backhanded comments. There was an instance where he would email me all of these flyers about Black women and HIV. He wouldn't send it to anyone else. He would just repeatedly send them to me. And finally, it escalated to a situation, and that situation was dealt with thoroughly and very swiftly. Uh, and that was upsetting to me as well. And because of that situation, that company had to do what they had to do regarding me. And because of the way it was handled, of course, I could no longer remain on that contract. But trust and believe, it was handled, and I don't play any games at all. I'm just not somebody to play with when there are federal judges in my family, when there are congressional leaders in my family. I am not someone you want to play that game with, especially as Black people. And I haven't done anything to you, and I've been treating you with kindness and love, and I do and did what I always do for everyone. I treat everyone the same unless you play in my face, and then things change. In this, I feel like they've played in my face, and no hatred, no animosity, but I understand the truth, and I will govern myself and my life accordingly. And I implore you to do the same. And we have every right to say we are hurt, and we are. We are not immigrants, honey. Praise Queen, your comment reads, I already had pause because Jamal Bryant had turned defending illegals into a grift. I saw the signs they were holding that said, You're next. Next for what? Next for what, dear, darling, beloved? We're next for what? Huh? Unlike our white counterparts, honey, we are not going to deal with you with hate, but what we will deal with you from the position of truth and reality. Uh-huh. That you will not, honey, let me stop. I was dumbfounded to find out. This is Praise Queen's comment as well, guys. I was dumbfounded to find out they thought Black Americans migrated here. How would one come to a country, hate people, dislike people, and you don't know our history? You don't know Black history or American history. You have the unmitigated gall, dear, to say that we need to go somewhere, honey. Dear, we have a wonderful educational system. There is no reason, and you also are afforded the World Wide Web. There is no reason for anyone to be ignorant of our history and American history. At this point, it isn't willful ignorance, it is deliberate ignorance about Black people. But you seem to know that they seem to know that we're lazy and we're fractured. And I heard one video that stated that Black people are immoral and that's why we don't get married and we are the origin of baby mamas. Okay. They have no clue of what chattel slavery is, and never study anything about the Middle Passage. This is not only disturbing, but highly offensive. I have also found out many of them did not come here for a better opportunity. They have figured out the welfare system and they're all in. I know. You are spot on as usual, Praise Queen. Highly intelligent woman. If you would like to have great conversation down in the comment section, Praise Queen. She's a wonderful woman to have those conversations with. Highly intelligent, bright woman, and a woman of God. Uh, Praise Queen, you just left me another comment. Under another comment, Carn and pimping the whore known as the Black Church. She said, Ichabod is what the Black Church has transitioned into. The glory of the Lord has departed. False prophecy, African spiritualism, grifting, and every sexual immorality without shame or consequences. You are 100%. We're going to touch on that in another video, I promise. Uh, I see one, their name, it is Magneto TV, 9386. Love your energy, family. Oh, thank you so much. Let me type this comment to you. There you are. There you are. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you. I appreciate you. And thank you for commenting. It means a lot. It does. I know I have a little a little bootleg channel over here, but from a real place. I appreciate your engagement and I appreciate you for listening. Uh, I have to be honest. I'm going to have to provide to the Lord my offering of tears. Because I can feel them and I very seldom cry. I'm just not a crier. But this grieves my spirit so much to the point that I'm feeling led to lament about it. And I'm going to give to the Lord my offering of tears in my pain, but that does not mean my forgiveness will be void of action in this situation. I need to have conversations with some Democratic leaders and have a real conversation with them that we cannot be and we will not be allies with bigots, racists. And I appreciate their efforts to welcome people into our country, but no one are welcome in this country who are bigots and hate us. They're not welcome here. And I need for them to make that very clear. You will not exploit us and use us. We've been through that for centuries and we're not doing it again. We're not. I don't know if people realize it or not. They're like, oh, what are you going to do without this, and this, honey? I guess you're not realizing or paying attention to money I'm dumping into all kinds of investments in my portfolio, honey. They are heavily dealing with automated and AI services that will handle menial jobs and tasks. So never get to the point that you believe that you're not replaceable. That's something Black people understand. We've learned that they'll replace us with people and they'll replace us with items. Honey, they didn't need black bodies no more. They hurry up and went in and created them some tractors. You see that, honey? So don't ever get to the point that you believe that in this country, those jokers won't think of something else. Every winter, on the mainland of China, they have a tech convention. And baby, I've been to those tech and business conventions before in China. I went to two. I've only been to two. And honey, the things they've created haven't even hit the mainland of this country yet. You haven't seen it yet. You're starting to, but they're already using this tech and the innovation. And honey, the things they already created that I saw 2 years ago, yeah, it will replace millions of jobs. Honey, you ever been waited on by a robot or saw a robotic butler before? Yeah. And it adapts to your personality and your needs. Huh? Even one, they've sent over the cheaper version, which keep elderly people company during the daytime, play games with them, and wealthy white people with seniors and those who have what is the name? Not long-term care insurance is another I think of it. And that insurance they pay for that tech and AI. And honey, rich people love it for their seniors and their elderly. They love it. Honey, let me tell you something. Medicaid and Medicare not paying for that tech, but it's here. Okay. It's here. All right, honey, I have to run. I'm sorry for going over for so long. I hope that you enjoyed this content. Please meditate on Nehemiah 13 and let me know what you think about it and what you glean from it. I really want to, hear it and read what you have to say. You have a beautiful Freedom Day. I thank you for everything that you do to celebrate, uplift, invest in, personify Black excellence, Black beauty, and Black resilience. Take care, honey.